All right, we're back here with another review of some shoes, and not as if we can't get enough of those, right? So, we have the La Sportiva Ultra Raptor mountain running shoes, and these particular shoes are overall, just to start off, very comfortable. They come with a carbon fiber heel backing plate that goes around the side, and it really ends up kind of helping out stabilizing your heel and your foot when you're doing that actual trail running. I like the whole sock portion of the shoe. It looks really like a bootie, and it overall fits like a bootie as well, the way that they have the tongue kind of built into it. My biggest problem points are in the front, right here, and in the heel of rubbing and getting blisters. So on the front, no blisters whatsoever. Heel had a slight rub on this area, which I'm sure after time and it breaks in, it might have just been some sand or something rubbing in there, but I'm sure over time it'll definitely break in. But they definitely grip. The grip strength on these, the tackiness is very, very good. I hike in mostly granite up in the Sierra Nevadas in California, so this tends to grip real well when going up the rocks, and even just on your regular loose overall rock and scree, it really grips well. I was kind of turned off initially when looking at the shoes because I always look for a good meaty sole, and this just seems to have, the one tiny sole here, and then the rest is cushion. But I found that in most of the trail runners, that's what you're going to be getting. You're going to be sacrificing the thick meatiness of your sole that's going to last over time for something with a little bit more cushion. It's going to have good grip to it, but I figure that's what they're made for, and the soles hopefully won't break down as quickly as I've seen some of the boots that I've owned break down. But for overall, just reviews for what people are really looking for. Comfort of the shoe is amazing. Did about a 15-mile hike in these shoes. Didn't have one blister. Ended up doing trail running as well as just regular overall good brisk hiking at a good 3 to 5 mile pace. But they really gripped overall well. I don't really have any complaints like I would on some other boots that I've owned. But the lacing system is good. We'll see how long, or if these will ever end up wearing out like some of the other lacing systems that I've seen and used before. Oscillo definitely has one of the best styles of lacing systems, as well as Solomon too. I can't forget about them. They have that really awesome string cord you can just pull straight up. But yeah, I've had just a lot of the laces on Merrell's fall apart over time on me, and these seem to be kind of the same similar design, but we'll see. You can always switch out the laces. Overall for the shoe though, there's no rock plate like you're going to find in some of the Sauconys, and but really rigid and hard. And I did step on a lot of very, very sharp rocks, as you're going to find a lot of that out in Desolation. But they definitely worked well on the hike that I've taken them on so far. Probably a bit early to do a review, but I usually put a good amount of miles, over 10 miles on a shoe, and I can generally get an idea if the shoe's going to work out overall, or if it's just going to break down and it's going to fall apart. I even caught my foot and toe on rocks on these here. As you can see, you would think that you'd have a rip, a tear, or this would be coming apart, but nothing at all. And I mean, when I tripped, it hooked, and I thought that this is going to be hanging off, and nothing. I was real surprised. I was wondering what in the heck I hooked it on. But Mess is doing well. Shoe's doing pretty decent. And if I find anything out in the future, I will certainly update over time, but I would definitely recommend checking these particular shoes out if you're going to be looking at that range of $100 to $150. The All Out Peaks were overall very nice shoes. I tried those last week. Still have them, but I think those are going to be more for the meaty hikes that I need to really grip in, if it's going to be muddy or if it's just going to be very loose. But these are going to be everyday hikers. These here are just amazing shoes, and I can't say enough good things about them. definitely check them out. I mean, I would go with these before I would check anything else out here for sure. So we'll see you on the trail.